Okay, hi. I'm going to be doing an announcement video to explain what I've been doing over the last week and a half, because I haven't done anything over the last week and a half. Channel-wise, anyway. Yeah, I got a HD capture card, which explains the Halo 4 multiplayer footage before you. I was hoping to get the capture card a bit later, not as soon as I thought I was going to get it. But yeah, I've got it so I can play more modern games and completely forget about the Ape Escape 2 playthrough. Don't completely forget, well yeah, forget about it for now. That's completely on the back burner. That's never going to happen until I've run out of stuff to do. That's filler. That's a filler playthrough. So, despite me saying on the Ratchet & Clank 2 playthrough that I would do it next, I'm not gonna. The next thing I'm going to do is on the 27th, well not on the 27th to be honest, it'll be about 2 days after that, well on the 28th or the 29th, the Mass Effect 3 DLC comes out, the newest one, the Omega DLC. I'm going to sit, record that, I'm going to sit, play it and record it in one sitting, then chop it up into about 20 minutes, half an hour segments, and put it up on the channel. Because again, I'm a big fan of I didn't even mention it before. Sorry. You don't need to know this fact, but I have recorded this vlog like 5 times already because I keep getting distracted. So that's why I said again. I'm probably just thinking of one of my older recordings where I effed it up. But yeah, the Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Love Mass Effect 3. I love it enough that I was going to do a Mass Effect 3 multiplayer guide. Did I? No. Well, I did. I did record some things, but it was a bit... Despite me being dead on with my, well, fairly informative about all my facts and giving you fairly good information, the content that I was showing and talking over the top of was a bit bland and boring to be watching. So despite me giving a fairly good informative video, it wasn't the greatest thing to be looking at. So that's on the back burner until I either get better editing software or better at editing. So to keep me busy and my Mass Effect recording urges at bay, I'm going to be doing the DLC. Then about a week after that, on the 4th of December, Skyrim Dragonborn comes out. I'm going to be recording that in a proper playthrough style, in that I'll record a bit, put it up, record a bit, play a bit, record it, put it up on the channel. Play a bit, record it, put it up on the channel. It'll be more akin to the traditional style. So expect that on the 5th or the 6th, so I'll have time. Expect it to start on the 5th or the 6th, so I have a bit of time to record my first episode or so, first couple of episodes, and then start putting the content up. Because I did always want to do a bit of a Skyrim DLC, but if we look at Jesse Cox's playthrough, as much as I love him and his playthrough, it's on episode, what, 88 now? 81? I'm loving every minute of it, but that's not something I'm prepared to do myself, essentially. I'm not willing to sit for 88 episodes and barely complete half the game, because I can't keep that up. I can't keep that. Well, I could probably keep it it's fairly amusing for the first 20 episodes, and then it would go downhill quickly for me. At least Jesse has the ability, he's got a good sense of humour, or a bit of humour, the humour I like, essentially. So he's keeping it interesting, despite the fact not really doing that much. I went off on a tangent there. See what I mean? This time it wasn't broken headphones, it was just me blethering about Jesse Cox. Ugh, right. We'll ignore Jesse for now, because this is about me and my horrible little channel. Yes, so after the next big thing after the Skyrim DLC, which will probably come out while I'm still doing the Skyrim DLC, knowing Skyrim essentially. That's going to go on for a while, I'm pretty sure, but yes, after Christmas, and I've probably got my date wrong here, early January I think, Dead Space 3 comes out. Another game I love. I love the Dead Space series, and I wouldn't be an idiot for not doing it. I just feel weird that I'm not recording this while I experience it. Because me playing it after the fact, I did want to do a Dead Space 1 or 2 thing, but it's just like, it wouldn't be interesting, because A, I know 1 like the back of my hand. You can't keep that entertaining. I mean, look at my Ratchet & Clank 2 playthrough. I do know the game fairly well, and it was just me committing the Let's Play cardinal sin of just explaining what I'm doing. I'll try to get better. I'm thinking playing blind playthroughs is better for me, so that's why I'm doing all this modern stuff. So the HD capture card plays to my advantage. Yeah, the Dead Space 3. For the Dead Space 3, if and when I do that, don't expect face cam. Nobody wants to see my face while screaming in the middle of the dark. At the middle of the dark. Now there's a concept. Just standing outside, shouting at the sky, finding the darkest spot and shouting at the middle of it. No, shouting in the middle of the dark in my room. Scared out my wits. No face cam. You can hear me being scared out my wits quite fine, without having to stare at me. So yeah, expect the Dead Space 3 playthrough. I may do a co-op of that, because I know someone who will. I might do just a single player playthrough and just co-op on my own. Apart from them, that's the upcoming things. Other ideas I've had have been a Dark Souls playthrough. That was going to happen. Then my character kind of got stuck in the middle of the DLC. And I did she's on New Game Plus, and I did kind of want to do New Game Plus Plus. Sounds stupid, New Game Plus Plus, but yeah. I was hoping to do a playthrough start to finish with her. That doesn't really look like it's going to happen because she's stuck. Well, it might happen, I don't know. Depends on when I want to start this. I might start the better thing to be doing is start a new character completely. Play a new playstyle that I've never done before. Because, well, that's a bit more interesting, because that's like me playing it blind and not knowing how to do everything. Because, I mean, if you know what the life hunt scythe is, that's my playthrough. That's my playstyle. If you kit your character out well, kit your character out to be really good with the life hunt scythe. Oh, that game. Dark Souls. Well, apart from the boss I'm stuck on, but yeah, we'll ignore that little hiccup in my glowing review of the life hunt scythe. Oh, sorry, I'm taking a drink there. Yeah, I think if I mind right, this match finishes soon. So I better think. Have I got anything else to say? I mentioned Escape, I mentioned the Mass Effect multiplayer, I mentioned the Mass Effect DLC, Skyrim, Dark Souls, HD capture card. Yeah, I've mentioned everything. As far as I'm aware. Did it fairly well this time without getting on too many tangents. So yeah, to reiterate, expect the first thing in about a week and a half to be the Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC. Then at some point a week after that we've got the Skyrim DLC. And then sometime after Christmas we've hopefully got the Dead Space playthrough. And then intermixed through all that we might have a Dark Souls playthrough. And at some point in the future we may see an Escape 2 playthrough, and we may probably see a Mass Effect multiplayer playthrough. I've said pretty much everything I need to say, so see yous.